Let's move on to new releases.
Yeah.
Sure. I've been playing. I finished Pumpkin Jack. I talked about that last week
I
a
watched
little bit.
video of it.
Pumpkin Jack is really good.
Okay.
That's made by one person.
Yeah, I mean, he got some help on like voice acting and some music and stuff, but yeah, it's made by one person. He took like 4 years to make it. Um, yeah, very much like the medieval games. It's got I don't know, it's good pace to it. The platforming is interesting. The combat is the animation on the combat is really good. It's what is it, $30? It's well worth the $30. I was very pleased with that game.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unusual that those games come out and they're either like AAA games or they're kind of like middling. The graphics aren't very good or the gameplay is just okay. This one it looks like it looks like a whole studio made this game.
Wow. It's
Um,
mostly a platformer.
it's it's like a Jack and Daxter medieval that style of platformer. So it's
Right. Action platformer.
yeah, action platformer. It's got some Crash Bandicoot type of stuff going on. You ride on mine cars for like little bits, and
Is that Game Pass?
I
No,
don't know if it's on Game
No.
Pass or not.
Wombat
It's not.
knows.
It's not. Okay, Wombat would check. But I do recommend Pumpkin Jack. It was quite good. Um, I have been playing a Game Pass game, and I know Wombat's been playing it some
Yeah, I
as
was
well.
gonna say a game that is on Game Pass is Carto,
Oh.
and Carto is charming and adorable
Oh.
and totally worth your time.
Oh. What kind of game is that?
It is a puzzle game, I guess at heart. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah, I guess so it's a overhead type of looking map, and you're exploring it like you're on an island to start with, but you find parts of that island like as a map,
Yeah,
and
think
so
of like
then
a tabletop card game where
like
you're building
Carcassonne,
the
if you
board as you
yeah
go. You know
Okay.
those kind of card games where you have the tiles?
Yeah, yeah.
Tiles. That's
yeah
the word. So you're this little girl and you have the ability to literally rearrange the tiles on the map, even though it's in the real world. So you're changing the landmass as you go. So let's say that like run into someone and says, "Oh, we've lost Uncle so and so. We saw him was somewhere in the middle of the forest." But when you look at the map, it's all flat land and the forest areas are all in the corners. So then what you need to do would be like flip the tiles around so all the forest pieces are touching each other, and now it's one big forest. And when you walk into it, there's the uncle.
right. It's a clever concept.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, right now I'm doing this thing where I'm in the woods and I have to find my way through the woods, but the woods is literally only two tiles. So you're trying to rearrange the tiles to find your way through, and it keeps changing and you keep running into different people. It's very interesting. It's very clever.
I believe that's a Nick Sutner production.
Is it?
I believe he
He's
worked on
involved
that.
with it, yes.
Yeah, good. It's a good game. It's on Game Pass. So,
Excellent.
no
Excellent.
reason not to
That's
check it
called Carto.
you already paid for it.
Right.
But people were waiting for me to say that.
I've also been playing Transformers Battlegrounds.
Were people waiting for you to say that?
I don't know. Somebody
Probably.
was. Somebody was.
I watched
So-
about 10 seconds of video on that, and I was like, oh, no.
Well, it's not for you, really, right?
Who is that
It's-
for?
It's all based upon the current Cartoon Network Transformers cartoon. So all the character designs, the voices, all of that stuff is straight out of the cartoon. So if you have
And
a
you
kid
know
who
what the
watches that
kids who watch
cartoon,
that show love? Turn-based strategy.
that
For
is the
$40.
interesting- This is XCOM. This is Transformers XCOM.
Okay.
Um,
I would love
So-
that if it looked like G1 and it was good. 2 asks. Just two.
For a beginner's style XCOM game, it's pretty solid. Dashel, like he really wants to play it, but then he just hands me the controller and tells me to do it because he just wants to watch the robots fight.
Sure. Everybody
Um,
does.
It's a little, that's the struggle with it, is like you have to have a kid who watches that Transformers show and also wants to play XCOM. So maybe those that were into like the Mario and Rabbids game, and then another one of those. It's well done enough though. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the game.
Right. I just can't look at it. It hurts me as a man.
This will hurt your brain too. So in the current cartoon, Grimlock, Grimlock.
I'm very
Tyrannosaurus
aware.
Rex.
He's right over here. You want me to get him?
I believe you.
So he always spoke in broken English.
Me Grimlock not speak broken English. You speak broken
Did you
English.
say me Grimlock don't speak Brooklyn English? Because that's what I heard.
You shut up.
Me Grimlock, me in Brooklyn.
Me
latte.
Grimlock strongest Dinobot. You
So
This latte you steam milk? Vegan milk?
fuck your Transformers game review. This show now go like this. Go on.
So,
Let's see. What
yes,
is Grimlock?
he
Grimlock's
talks
a
like
professor
that.
now? Is that what?
Professor Grimlock?
yes, when he turns into robot form, his personality and speech patterns turn into basically Bruce Banner versus Hulk when he's
Got it.
when he's
I understood what they were going for.
yeah, Grimlock.
I've played
That
I've
make
seen the Hulk
me
before.
slag sad. Well, yeah, this is not for me. I'm not down with that. Sorry. Maybe they can have DLC that turns it into the G1 stuff. Not gonna happen, but
like yeah, I don't know. I get why they do it because it's their current property, but the style of game is really really strange. I think this is the same company. I mean, it's the same company. I think this is OG. I believe this is OG.
not OG enough, if you ask me.
There's only like two companies that make all these kids games now, but the developers behind them, they do things like make that Hotel Transylvania 3 game a Pikmin game. So they like, you can tell they want to make a game that's interesting with these licenses, but really probably the fans of these, all they want is like beat 'em up platformer style stuff. So
All right. Anything else this week?
Should Watch Dogs be on the list for this week, or is that or since it's out
that'll
on
be
Friday?
next
It
week's
shows
list.
it'll be on next week's.
You mean the
Yeah.
game that's bricking consoles?
Yeah. Be
That's not
careful
good.
if you're getting that game for the Xbox. Apparently, it's causing not bricking, but causing them to overheat and shut down.
Somebody
read-
wrote bricking in the.
I know. I read also the next tweet said it
Wasn't a
worked
brick.
again after a
Oh,
while.
okay.
Yeah.
That's irresponsible
game.
tweeting.
Supposed to come tomorrow, I believe. So
Well, good luck.
wish me luck. That Cobra Kai game came out.
Is that supposed to be good?
I don't know.
Can't be
I
good.
am interested in that one because I need to look at the rating on that one again because that is something that Dasha would be very into if it's a
Right.
age appropriate game for him.
They have superpowers in it.
I know exactly.
Thorban was
this is
tweeting
going to
it.
be what is up his alley.
It doesn't have any reviews. At least the Switch version doesn't. Let's see. Box. Nope. No reviews. Not a good sign. Oh, Hobby Consoles gave it an 80. No, it's in Spanish. Oh, I have a virus now. Powering down.
Is the 80 different when they translate languages?
Yeah, I forgot how to say it in Spanish.
I mean, I
Sorry.
feel like there's a lot of stuff on this list, but I've played a lot
Ghost
of
Runner.
stuff
Ghost
this week.
Runner is supposed to be good, like a fast-paced.
I heard that game. Yeah, I saw
action
Christian
platformer.
Spicer talking about that today.
Right,
He said it was great, and not to sleep on that game.
right.
And yet, I'm still sleeping on that game. So it all works out.
I think I was offered a review code for that today. That I will.
I was not.
Yes. All right. Is that it for the new
Good.
releases?
Ask for 2
What? Ask for two.
and some hot food.
Right. I was exactly where I was.
Did you
going.
see? I did see that they made a remastered version, or maybe it's a new version of North and South.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it when I was clicking through the Xbox store. It's
No.
the Blue Coats North and South.
I never played that.
And
What is that?
It's the actual. Is it a remake of the PC game?
Yeah, it was on NES, I believe, as well.
Let me see.
I actually
Yeah.
used to play that game all the time.
No reviews.
I just didn't know that came out. I have to check it out. I mean, I'm not going to get it for $30, but
I want to look at it and just see what they did to remaster that game.
yeah.
I'm waiting for a remaster for Ancient Art of War at Sea. Let me know when that's ready.
I'm seeing in this colorful strategy game, the Blue Coats North versus South.
Yep. All right. I think that's it for the new releases, I guess. Right?
All right. Yeah, I think so.
Is the new Oddworld game, or is that just on Switch? That is a Switch. That's a Switch exclusive, isn't it? Or
That's just the old game.
oh,
That's
new
the
and
old-
tasty is
yeah,
just a
it's the
remaster.
exclusive old game for Switch.
It's fantastic. Then they're good at that. All right.
Yep.
That's it for the new releases.
Sounds good.
Fantastic. Then.